The German tactician has wasted no time making his mark at the club, guiding the Blaugrana through a season filled with dazzling highs and testing lows. Barcelona started their campaign with fire in their veins, playing a brand of football that had fans dreaming once again. But as the crisp autumn air turned to winter, a rough spell between November and December threatened to derail their ambitions. Yet champions are not defined by how they stumble, but by how they rise. And rise they did. Barcelona have stormed back to the top of La Liga, proving their resilience and quality. Their success has not been limited to the domestic front either. In Europe, they finished second in the new Champions League format, edged out only by Liverpool. Meanwhile, in the Copa del Rey, they marched into the semi-finals, delivering 3 emphatic victories along the way. And if there were any lingering doubts about Flick's impact, they were silenced in spectacular fashion with a 5-2 triumph over Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup, a statement victory and the first trophy of the Flick era. But perhaps the most striking aspect of this transformation lies in the numbers. 114 goals in just 37 games. That's already 4 more than the entire previous season, achieved in far fewer matches. This is no accident. It's the result of a carefully crafted tactical evolution, a shift in philosophy that has reshaped the way Barcelona play. The tactical revolution. One of the most defining features of Flick's Barça has been the high defensive line, an aggressive setup that has frustrated opponents time and time again. The Blaugrana became masters of the offside trap, catching opposition forwards a staggering 77 times in just 11 games. This approach was instrumental in their early dominance, winning 11 of their first 12 matches, including a commanding El Clásico victory, where Real Madrid were caught offside 12 times, 8 of those by Mbappé alone. But in football, no tactic is invincible. Real Sociedad found the flaw. Their approach? Pull Barca's defensive line out of position by sending midfielders into the space behind, disrupting the structure and creating simple, high-quality chances. The consequences were immediate. 6 points from a possible 24. A shocking drop from first to third in La Liga, their worst league run since Ronald Koeman's departure in 2021. The key weaknesses? Midfield positioning. Marc Casadó's tendency to drift forward left gaps in front of the back line, forcing Jules Koundé to tuck in and leaving dangerous spaces out wide. Sweeper-keeper struggles, with Marc-André ter Stegen sidelined. For the season, backup goalkeepers Iñaki Peña and Wojciech Szczęsny struggled to command the area and deal with balls over the top. Flick's adjustments. Great coaches don't just impose a style, they adapt. Flick has refined Barcelona's pressing game, ensuring the team is far more structured when winning back possession. Fullbacks push higher, ready to press inward the moment possession is lost. Midfielders step forward aggressively, shutting down passing lanes before opponents can build attacks. Lewandowski now drops deeper, focusing on marking the defensive midfielder rather than pressing the center-backs. Wingers apply relentless pressure, forcing opposition defenders into hurried long balls, which Barca's midfield is well equipped to recover. The approach remains high risk, high reward, and with a squad still thin in defense, its long-term sustainability remains a question. But for now, it's working. Despite these tactical shifts, one thing remains unchanged: Barcelona's command of the ball. Their style may be more direct, but they still dominate possession. After 24 La Liga matches, they lead the league in average ball control at 66.5%, comfortably ahead of Real Madrid's 60.7%. And as teams sit deeper to contain them, Flick's Barça must continue finding ways to unlock compact defenses. The 4-2-3-1, a tactical shift with purpose. Diverging from the club's traditional 4-3-3, Flick has embraced his favored 4-2-3-1, a formation built for both stability and dynamism. At its heart is the double pivot, usually featuring Pedri and Marc Casado, who operate alongside Pau Cubarsí and Íñigo Martínez to create a central four-man unit. This quartet is the foundation of Barça's deeper build-up play, relying on short, sharp passes to draw the opposition out and create the time needed for the fullbacks to advance. On the left, Alejandro Balde is often the more adventurous, bursting forward early, while on the right, Jules Koundé provides a more measured approach, offering support with delayed, well-timed runs. Breaking through the lines! From this controlled base, Barça set the tempo before looking to carve open defenses with incisive passing. Flick's team thrives on positional rotations and off-the-ball movement, ensuring they can constantly disrupt defensive structures. A key figure in this approach is Robert Lewandowski, whose deeper positioning creates a dilemma for opposing center-backs. Step forward to close him down, and you leave space for the wingers. Hold the line, and Lewandowski will link up between the lines, feeding the runners around him. Rafinha and Lamine Yamal stretch the defense wide, forcing fullbacks into difficult decisions. Pedri's passing range allows Barça to switch effortlessly between short combinations and long direct play. With Pedri orchestrating, Barça lead La Liga in through balls played after 22 match days, showing their ability to strike quickly when space presents itself. And if the midfield is locked down by aggressive marking, Barça's backline is more than capable of launching precision passes over the top, a direct but elegant solution that ensures the team remains unpredictable. Lewandowski, the ageless finisher. At 36 years old, Robert Lewandowski remains Barcelona's talisman. His numbers before Flick's arrival were already impressive, 42 goals in 69 La Liga games. But under Flick, he has taken his finishing to another level, 20 goals in 23 matches. Much like his peak years at Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich, Lewandowski thrives in a system where he is supported by fluid, creative, wide players. Luckily for him, this Barcelona side has that in abundance. Barça lead La Liga in key passes and final third entries after 22 match days, ensuring Lewandowski is constantly supplied with chances. His finishing has been clinical. He ranks 6th in La Liga for shot accuracy while taking the 4th most shots overall. And it's not just about numbers. His efficiency inside the box is remarkable. Most of his goals under Flick have come from first-time finishes, a testament to his ability to position himself perfectly and make the most of every chance. Whether from open play or the penalty spot, Lewandowski remains the man Barça can rely on. The challenge ahead, depth and fatigue. While Flick has worked wonders with limited resources, Barcelona's squad remains thin. The club's financial situation meant only 2 new signings, forcing the manager to lean heavily on La Masia's brightest talents. But with more than half the season gone, the warning signs of fatigue are creeping in. Beyond Ferran Torres and Fermín López, there are no proven attacking options on the bench. The biggest concern? Barcelona's over-reliance on Lamine Yamal. At just 17 years old, he has already become indispensable, and when he is unavailable, Barcelona have struggled to win games. It's a heavy burden on young shoulders, and managing his workload will be crucial in the coming months. A defining period ahead. With the business end of the season approaching, Barcelona's ability to navigate these challenges will determine whether Flick's first campaign ends in triumph or frustration. The pieces are in place, the tactics are working, the squad believes. But as the pressure mounts, only time will tell if Flick's Barcelona can maintain their rhythm and turn their resurgence into silverware. Thank you for watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you love football as much as we do, hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the biggest stories in the game.